Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Quaran-stream or Social Isolation Stream Part 2 or whatever you want to call it. Steven, John, Nessie, you know who we are.
Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
Really glad you guys all turned out to join us for this attempt at fighting the boredom. So, Nessie, you didn't get to join us last time. You were, out there fighting the good fight. Nessie is a nurse. I think y'all mostly know that. But it's nice to have you back with us, sister. How you doing?
Hey, it's good to be back. I've had a couple days off, rest, regroup, recuperate, decon. It's been nice to just be around the house for a couple of days. So, yeah.
Right on.
Been doing science.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how much. Excuse me. How much of the curtain we're going to peel back here exactly, but Nessie's been posting pictures in our group chat of sourdough starters and sourdough bread and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're on a fermentation kick around here. We went out today and very socially isolatedly, I don't know how else to put it, but we went to the brewing store today and picked up some things to make some alcohol or hand sanitizer. Yes, in these trying times. 70% or greater alcohol content is what's required.
Right. So, oh, look, there's the Sausage King himself.
Who?
The Sausage King of Camden County.
No, he's about 5.
So, this is very free-form conversation. Guys who were here last time, you know what the deal is. Talk about whatever you want. Bring up something, whatever you want. Anna already asked a great question, something I hadn't thought of, and I'll just pop it up on the screen here, but she basically asked if we could do a Monty Python and the Holy Grail stream sometime. And I think that's a fantastic idea, if I'm being honest.
Do you know that I've never seen that?
Oh, wow.
No.
It's stupid. So. It's really stupid, but it's like one of those movies that's so bad, it's great.
Sorry.
But yes, Anna, I think that's a fantastic idea and I would love it.
Which, it's hilarious because I've just started what's essentially a film discussion stream, and I'm supposed to be the self-professed movie guru, and I haven't seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Everybody's got gaps.
Yeah, it's not very highbrow.
It's not there's nobody's winning cinematography or sound design, but it's
costuming.
Right, it's stupid but brilliant.
It's like that. It's like a buddy movie that you and some friends got together in college and made with you. Maybe you had a few extra bucks to throw around and. Very low budget movie, but so entertaining because of the comedic geniuses that are running the thing. You got to watch it, John.
Right. Well, let's say hi to some folks in the chat because I see a lot of folks have turned up already. Sean, Ridiculous Ed Tollett's in the chat. Hey, Sean. Lady Leaf, Danny McKay. I see Flores the Fox. Santivia just came in. Danny, I just said Danny McKay. Oops. Yeah, that's who said hi in the chat so far. And y'all, thanks for coming by. We're all just trying to kill the boredom. Oh, who watched Picard this morning?
I haven't yet. No, I'm doing a binge of the episodes, all the episodes that I haven't watched yet. It's probably after the stream. So.
Right. Well, I watched it, and I was satisfied with the end. You remember I put 2... Never mind. I'm not going to spoil nothing. I'll give you a chance to get to it, but I enjoyed the end.
So I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. We were out running errands today, but it's on my to-do list for tonight. Definitely, probably after we get done with the stream.
Well,
So.
I found it to be a satisfying ending, leaving it wide open for a season 2. And I won't say anything else because I feel like even that's a spoiler.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it on Sunday.
We'll talk about it on Sunday.
That'll be a whole episode on Sunday.
Right.
So, I mean, other than watching us idiots up here on YouTube, what are some of the other things you guys are doing in the chat to keep yourself sane? You know, you're at home. What are you doing? If you want to just, drop some comments in the chat. And
right.
Tell us what's up.
So, John, what have you been doing to stave off the boredom?
Well, it's funny because I honestly wish I could say that I'm just flat out bored, but you guys know I've been fighting off this infection for a while, which is hilarious because it's not coronavirus, but it's a damn tooth infection. So, it's just been making me feel miserable while we're all sitting at home, going through this pandemic and it's hilarious that I don't have the actual problem that's causing everybody to stay home. It's something completely different, but stuff like this is good at distracting me from that. So,
right.
But I'm just watching TV and, and chatting with friends online. So,
yeah, my social media use has probably increased 400%.
Yeah.
In the last couple of weeks. Oh, I wanted to say hi to Santivia. Gonna watch Picard tonight. Look at, I liked it, and also Mustafa, who stopped by last stream, and hey, Mustafa, welcome back.
Yeah, I stopped by John's stream yesterday. Congrats there, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, John did a live stream on his channel, John Webster Film, yesterday. He had a couple of guests. I was lucky enough to be one of them. We talked a lot about Lord of the Rings. It was a good time.
It was, and I was very pleasantly surprised at how great it went, and I didn't freeze up or pause too much, which was a nice surprise. And yeah, we just talked about a whole bunch of stuff ranging from the books to the movies, and and we even had we lived up to our reputation, Stephen. We even had some differing opinions, especially in books, which was great, actually.
Yep,
it's great food for conversation.
Yeah,
and I'm definitely going to do more. Just figuring out what the topic for the next one is. I mean, I just right now, since we're all home on it, maybe I'll aim to do one a week. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Right on. Well, I'm here for it, man. But you're also like, yes, we talked Lord of the Rings, but we talked Lord of the Rings yesterday because it was Tolkien Reading Day. So but really, you're going to be doing like film and TV stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. As stuff that doesn't necessarily fit under the umbrella of what we do here. And I'll be tackling a lot of, different genres, from dramatic films to maybe even some comedies occasionally. But I think you guys know drama is probably where my focus will be, and I love that type of stuff. I mentioned doing, things like epic movies like Gladiator, which is one of my favorites, or like
you're speaking my language now, buddy.
Alien.
Any historical period drama pieces, I'm all about it.
Yeah, and Stephen, of course, teased me yesterday when I got to this point and said I just want to talk Keira Knightley period movies, which is absolutely true. Which, by the way, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ms. Knightley.
Even though she's not watching.
You don't know that.
I don't know that for a certainty.
Maybe she wants to spend her day watching random people on the internet to see if anybody's talking about her. It's possible.
But
So, happy birthday, Ms. Knightley.
yes.
How old is she, John?
I think she's. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know. Yeah, she's 35, which is actually my age. I think we share a window of like a couple of weeks where we're the same age.
See, Sean's got the right idea. She could be one of the 17 people here.
There you go.
You never know, you know.
Anna, his channel is John Webster Film. John, if you just make a comment in the chat, then they can click on your name and subscribe to your channel that way. It's the easiest way to find him. And I haven't done it in this in the description of this. I just kind of slapped together a really one sentence description. But we'll start linking John's YouTube channel in the main streams as well.
Yeah. I went through the process last night of activating the live stream feature on my channel as well. So
Right.
hopefully I'll be doing some content soon. Thinking of something along of mythology themes, which is where that's where my jam is. So we'll see. I'm brainstorming with some of the girls.
Right. I know that you guys have. No. It wasn't you. Was it? Never mind. I'm not going to out anybody's other stuff. Somebody's got something coming that I'm looking forward to.
Hey,
Somebody
it's
from
great.
our group chat. And I know you were maybe not on screen part of it, but you're part of it.
I'm a supporter of it.
Yeah. I can't wait for
I'm support staff for a lot of people.
now that cryptic encoded message is done. I don't even know why we're talking about it because I can't say anything.
We can have nice things.
Yeah.
They're coming.
So, to the chat, I would love to open it up to you guys. You guys are what makes this channel tick. And let's consider this a brainstorming session even. We've done a lot of different stuff on the channel. We've done I Know That Nerd. We've done movie reviews. We've done huge overviews of entire shows. We've done season by season of other shows. We're not this weekend, but next weekend doing our first deep dive on a character. So I put it to you, the regulars, the people who are here all the time, and it's pretty much everybody in here.
Our diehards.
Right. And of course, not everybody who is a regular is in here right now either. There's a few people who I can think of who I don't see, but I do put it to you. What do you guys enjoy to see the most? What is it? Is there something we should be talking about that we're not? What are the things we did that really worked for you? What's not working if it's not working? So yeah, just as a curiosity, let's talk about Garth Greenhand. What do you want to talk about? He had a bunch of kids, and he's a really interesting character because he's part fertility god, but also he's got a god of the underworld aspect to him. And I think Garth Greenhand probably is the Gray King as well.
Floors, those are kind of the things that I'll be talking about on my channel.
Okay, there you go. This is not my area of expertise. I know who Garth Greenhand is. He's an interesting character, but
we do like Garth.
We do like Garth. I didn't get to finish putting it together before the convention last year, but I have an idea for a hippie Garth Greenhand's cosplay, which I think would be pretty awesome.
Oh,
hello, Helen. How are you?
hey, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hello. I made it.
You did. Welcome. Say hello to Helen, everyone. By the way, she was on John's live stream as well last night.
Yes, and thank you again for that, Helen.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I didn't even have the time to tell you, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Right on.
So, what have you been doing over across the pond today?
Working. I did home office, and I left the house for a doctor's appointment, and yeah.
Ooh.
Boring stuff, no fun stuff. But it's spring here in Europe, like in Central Europe, and it's beautiful. And it's like nature doesn't really care what's going on, and the flowers are blooming, and the trees are green again, and I don't know, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice to get out of the house today. You know, get some sunshine. We've been cooped up.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm glad, you know, we have a big garden and everything, so I'm not cramped, because I used to live in big cities like London and Munich and Berlin and whatnot, and I lived in, you know, like nice apartments but cramped, and like you didn't have a garden and stuff, and now I have a garden and everything, and it's the best time for the apocalypse. Like, yay, I have a garden.
Yeah, cool beans.
Well, let's talk about what Sean brought up. The only nerdy thing I feel like is missing from this channel is video games / gaming in general. So, like, I get what you're saying, and that is a thing that we could cover. Video gaming, like having a talk show about video gaming, is probably, I don't know if that's the right way to go. Maybe we just do some gaming on the channel. I do a lot of gaming anyway.
Yeah, if there was a discussion about gaming, you all know how usually I'm quiet for like the first 20 minutes of a stream before I unleash. Well, just imagine that 20 minutes for the entire stream.
Right.
That's me during a gaming stream.
Yeah. But,
well,
I mean, you know.
One of the things that we could do, though, is talk about Dungeons and Dragons again, because that was one of the very, very earliest things I did. And I remember because I was traveling on the road. I didn't have a good mic. I didn't have a good camera. I was in a hotel room, and I lost connection to the internet in the middle of the stream, and that just ended it. So actually, that seems like a good idea. Somebody's calling me, guys. Will you just take care of it?
Hey, sure thing.
None of us plays video games, I think.
Well, a lot of people that are in our immediate circle have tried to persuade Stephen to do some online D&D DMing while they're all stuck at home. So, you know, there's at least a resurgence of interest in things like that, where you can connect with people like this over online. You don't have to get together in your parents' basement and, you know, roll some dice and drink some, you know, Dr. Pepper and Cool Ranch Doritos to have fun. You can do it just like this and interact with friends and use your mind.
But it's got to be Mountain Dew. Sorry, like there is a natural order of things.
You drink your poison, I'll drink mine.
It's like toasting with a beer. I just don't know. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I do love D&D. It's one of the things I've been doing. Like, it was my true introduction to nerd culture. Like, I was 9 years old, and I never looked back after that. We talked yesterday about my introduction to the Lord of the Rings came through Dungeons and Dragons, because that's where orcs comes from, and D&D borrows heavily from Tolkien.
Yeah. Wasn't the original the MERP, Middle Earth role playing, Stephen?
Say again?
Middle Earth role playing. That was one of the real OG.
But D&D is way older.
I think this is just about as old, because I'm old.
Okay, I promise you, Dungeons and Dragons is the first pen and paper role playing game.
You may be correct, but I'm just saying
Well,
this is pretty.
I promise you it was. I promise you. I did research. Like, this is back early when I actually like tried really hard to make sure I had all my notes. Not like today where I just like go live and then
Yeah.
I
fly
feel like Steven is as indignant about this as if somebody tried to correct me on something in the Lord of the Rings films.
That's right.
Yes.
Crossing my arms.
Okay. 1984 is pretty early, but
1984 is early, but D&D came out in 1973.
wow.
And 1984 is also a very good book.
Yes,
It was a
actually,
very good year.
that's worth mentioning because it is a very good book. That's the first book I ever threw in my entire life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, maybe not a book to read right now. I think that would just people even more depressed.
Yeah, you're gonna want to avoid your Contagion, your Stephen King's The Stand.
Oh my God, The Stand. Do you remember that book? Like I saw that as a small child. I don't know why my parents even allowed me to see that. And I'm still horrified by that movie. Yeah, yay, Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of books, but I have some good books.
Yeah, you have the good ones. I see that.
Yeah. Let's see. What are people talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Helen, yesterday you spoke of a video you're editing. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes.
Anything you can tell us about what's coming up for you?
It's rendering right now, but as we stream, my laptop is very, very slow, so I'll upload it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working on a very, very epic Who is the Witch King, or who was the Witch King before, because we know he was a mortal man, and I found out two possibilities. Tolkien hinted at who he really was, and one hint is he was a Numenorean king.
Yeah, don't give too much away. I want to ask you
no.
a bunch of questions, but I don't want to like bury the lead for you.
No. People will still be interested how I got there and what the clues are and whatnot. But it's really cool. And I sat in front of all my notes. I have like five pages of notes because the thing is, there are literally 17 books you have to go through to find all the clues. And I had all the books open, and it was a lot of fun.
I think that
I cannot wait for this video. This is going to be my appointment viewing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to put it up on the 4K TV out in the living room.
I'm actually excited for you because Tolkien has been around for so long. It has been studied and studied and studied and studied. How often does a new idea come out of Tolkien?
Well, I mean, maybe somebody. I Googled it. I didn't find any clue. I didn't find anyone who speculated.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
maybe people did and just didn't write it down.
They didn't rush to the internet and post their theories. Why?
That's their loss in your game.
50 years ago.
Yeah. Make Angmar great again. And I always, literally, I always wondered, who is that guy? Because it's so weird that he gives us so many informations about so many people. Why doesn't he tell us who these three great kings of men are? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, John. I'm just trying to lead the conversation, y'all. So, John, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What movie do you think's next for you on your channel?
I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and lie because on one hand, I am actually leaning towards doing a Pride and Prejudice discussion.
You should have said which Keira Knightley movie will be first.
No. That's like that. I think that's a good idea.
But there honestly are a lot of other movies that I've long wanted to do discussions about. I just really haven't had a a way to go about it. I'd love to talk Alien. I'd really love to talk Blade Runner 2049. That's one that I'm desperate to do an in-depth discussion of, because that is one of my favorite films of like the past 10 years. And I think it's a masterpiece. So that actually might end up being it. And then, God, there's just so many old favorites. Like I mentioned, Gladiator. I'm a big Braveheart fan. I don't know, or maybe I'll tackle something more recent. You know, in the period drama vein, there's also Little Women, which was my favorite film of last year. Maybe I'll tackle that.
Right on.
I'm gonna brainstorm it, but I do have some ideas.
Cool. So Nessie,
Yes.
when do we start to get stuff from your channel?
YouTube, I installed the StreamYard and I'm getting everything set up. I had to wait back from them. You had to wait 24 hours for them to activate live streaming.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, so
we'll
like
see
maybe
next
really,
week.
really soon even.
Yeah, maybe next week. I'll be starting.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be starting my my work stretch coming up, and Sunday, of course, we're going to be doing a Picard episode. So maybe next week.
Helen, did you think you could commit blasphemy and I would?
What?
What are you seriously saying the Keira Knightley version is better than that one from the 80s? What with Colin Firth? Never.
Colin Firth is the only Mr. Darcy for me.
He is.
You know what? I'm only going to let that slide because I recognize that it's accepted by a very large portion of the Pride and Prejudice fan community. But sorry, the Keira Knightley version is where it's at. So,
right.
And I actually really do love Matthew McFadden as Mr. Darcy in that film. I think he's fantastic. But you know what? I'm not going to risk the anger of the Colin Firth fans.
Right.
This is like trying to compare. This is like trying to compare Tombstone and Wyatt Earp. I mean, you've got. Hey, some of us like it.
Now,
westerns.
Now, having said that, I'm kind of joking around. I have seen the 1995 miniseries, and I think it's fantastically well done. It's a wonderful version, and there's a lot more from the book because it's a miniseries. So,
right.
I'm feeling the betrayal.
You ready for the biggest betrayal? I've never seen a single movie based on a Jane Austen novel.
Yeah, I'm not. That does not surprise me, Stephen.
It's also not
dramatic movies. I've seen a lot of action movies.
It's also not normal for I think for guys to go on and on about how much they love Jane Austen.
Normal, like that's not. I think it absolutely should be normal for men to like whatever they like, even if it is Keira Knightley period dramas. You know, I would probably enjoy it if I sat down and watched it, but I never have. I have seen a lot of other period pieces, and I have enjoyed them thoroughly. I like musicals too. I've been in musicals, for crying out loud.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Master and Commander. If you haven't watched a period,
that movie is excellent.
You have got to watch that. It is so freaking good.
Master and Commander is basically the film that if Return of the King had not existed in 2003, I would have been championing Master and Commander for all the Oscars that year. I love that movie.
It is so good. I just got chills just thinking about it.
Cool.
Yeah. I must say, I don't think I've seen any more, maybe one Jane Austen movie. I'm not into these books and movies. I think I'm more of a, I don't know. Yeah, I like action and fights.
Hey, like you say, you like what you like, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I will say that it is absolutely hilarious. After I saw Pride and Prejudice in 2005, I guess the best way to put it was I was still in the closet for a good while after before I just said the hell with it. I'm just gonna go all out on my fan adoration.
No shame in that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, John.
As
No
I'm seeing
shame.
new people in the chat, I just want to make sure that I say hi to y'all. So, Dan, aka Voice of Reason, nice to have you back. I also see Aziz joined us at least for a little
Hey.
bit. Now,
Aziz.
true or false? Helen, you're doing something with Aziz soon, yes?
Yep, next week. Oh God, Aziz, what did we agree on? I think in a week, Thursday. I think. Yeah,
Right on.
I think Aziz knows better.
Probably. It's on. Is it on Aziz's channel?
No, it's on my channel.
Oh, okay.
And is this
You
going to be
need to know
live?
then. You're the host.
Yeah, I'm really bad with timing and all. Yeah, it's next week Thursday.
Well, I hope you guys have a good time. I look forward to listening to it when it comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah. So when there's an idea I have that I have no idea if anybody even wants to watch this, but like I've been playing the crap out of a game called Stellaris lately. Doesn't tie to any other nerdy culture, but it is like a gaming take over the galaxy type game. Is that something anybody would want to watch me play? Because I could do that. There's no problem. I could just play the darn game the way I always play it, but like I could talk to a microphone while I do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, heads down.
I see that. But yes, Stellaris is a great game, and you know, maybe watching me slowly try to take over the galaxy over the course of several hours isn't your thing, but like, you know, if it might be, let me know, and I'll might do it.
Well, you're playing Crusader Kings too, aren't you, Stephen?
I have not played Crusader Kings in a while.
I know a lot of people are streaming those games.
Like it's a great game, and I would stream it, but like Stellaris is the game I'm super engrossed in right now. Besides which, both Ashea and Aziz are playing their own games of Crusader Kings 2 with the Game of Thrones mod on the History of Westeros channel.
Oh, cool.
That's so much fun. When I can make it, I tune in and make Aziz name places there with Lord of the Ring names.
Right on.
Yeah, I watched Shea for a little while last night while she was streaming. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I don't want there to be like dead conversation time. We need a topic. How about transhumanism?
Well, now, Stephen, isn't that a relevant subject?
Well, hold on. Is this related to Picard?
No, this is related to just.
I didn't know because I've missed several episodes.
I mean,
you guys mentioned
it is because if you've been following Picard, you know that there are some ideas about transhumanism just in the story.
Right.
But
In
like,
Star Trek universe itself.
But like the idea of transhumanism, and there are such interesting ethical and moral questions to be asked. And I don't know. I've said it a million times. My mom will tell you, I want to be a brain in a robot body.
Well, I mean, that goes
but even Delos failed. I don't know. Is anyone watching Westworld except me?
I haven't seen the new episodes yet.
No, I have not kept up. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, in season 2, this is no spoiler because season 2 is like 2 years ago. Well, they tried with James Delos, right? They tried exactly that, but
yeah, but like, I still love the idea. I love the idea of like never having a sore back, never having arthritis in my feet, you know, never having that feeling in the pit of your stomach when you're super hungry. being able to control your sex drive with a knob would be really nice, so you don't get distracted at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you're practically immune to aging and disease until your brain just,
So you have to get a new one.
Right.
But that's so boring. That's like, I mean, yes, suffering is obviously not fun, but that's boring, Stephen. I don't know. I mean, maybe
take over the galaxy.
Yeah, I don't know. But Stephen, you're such a Nietzsche fan. I'm scared of you now because all the people that like Nietzsche are psychopaths.
No, okay. I'm not a Nietzsche fan, although I did study some psychology, so I've read Nietzsche and it's interesting to me. But and I think some of the things he has to say are valuable, the same way Jung has some interesting things to say, and Freud has some interesting things to say, but like nobody's gotten it all right. Yeah. At least not by my estimation. And to be clear, I'm a Socrates guy at my heart.
Socrates.
Socrates.
No, Socrates. Yes, same. I think Stephen and I must be related. We have to ask Betsy. I think we're related.
Most of my DNA comes from England. Well,
she just said you have like a German great grandmother.
Well, one of my great grandmothers or something like that was German, but the majority of my DNA comes from like the British Isles. Something like 80%.
My family on my mother's side comes from Germany, so it's more likely that we're related. And plus, we got the Tolkien thing going on, so that makes more sense.
And his family was from Germany, and Tolkien means Tolkien, which means going on somebody who likes to go on adventures. Translated.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's what Frodo, right? That's what the Baggins love to do. The Tooks and Frodo love to do. This is why he mentions that so often. That's what Tolkien means.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Learned something new today.
Of course you didn't, Stephen.
Oh man.
Damn. These two, man. Nessie, these two.
I felt that one right here.
Away at a line of fire here.
Yeah, my last name is a German word, but it's not a German name.
Yeah. Means you're strong.
No, it means somebody in my ancestry was anyway.
Yeah. Isn't that strong? Isn't that a character in A Song of Ice and Fire? Blah blah blah. Strong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Strongs are
house.
actually. They figure highly in the Dance of the Dragons.
Oh yes, I love that book. Yeah, that's why I remember him. He was with the Greens, right?
Okay, so the Strongs were. I think they were.
Yeah, isn't he the guy who Rhaenyra kind of fell in love with, but then
he had kids and
that's
Viserys and Jacaerys and.
No, not with him. I think
because
that was the gay. No, I think the strong guy was the guard she fell in love with, and then he became.
Oh, you're thinking of Luca More the Lusty.
No, Breakbones.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few Strongs, but like but during the Dance of the Dragon, Rhaenyra's children who had brown hair, they did not have Valyrian features.
Yeah.
They were said to be strong bastards.
Strong. Okay, good.
And maybe Dunk the Lunk is also a strong. Go watch Joe Magician's video on that very subject. He actually makes a really excellent case.
Yep. The seed is strong.
Yep, the seed is strong. And like, my favorite, and actually this might have been This was Crowfood's daughter's video that had the thing about that also tied Dunk to how strong, and like at one point
Through Lucamore, wasn't it?
no, this is talk. Oh yeah, it probably would have been Lucamore the Lusty. Lucamore Strong. He was a Kingsguard knight who got a whole bunch of women pregnant and then was castrated and sent to the wall.
Yeah, and Harwin was the one that hooked up with Rhaenyra.
Like Rohan Weber even asks him, or she's like, "Are you as strong as you look?" And he says, "How strong do I look?" And I always heard like, "How strong do I look?"
Do I look?
Because he looked, and the thing is, he's large. He's got the dark colored, the Caucasian but dark colored Caucasian features.
Yeah, very first man look.
Which is a house strong appearance, and we all know that George likes to make his genetics.
Yeah,
a little funky.
John, I'm going to kick you out of here. What? You're still logged in. You're still logged in from yesterday. That's great.
I was just wondering what the F is happening. Did Stephen have a stroke?
What?
He did have a mini stroke.
He did when he read it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, had to do it.
That's quite all right, my friend. Look, you. Just realize this is going to come back to bite you in the ass.
It is. It totally is.
Yeah. I have a long memory and I'm very crafty.
Oh, I love it.
I can't even remember what I was saying though. Oh yes, Dunkalunk is a strong, and Flores the Fox agrees with me.
Oh yeah, I think there's the hints that there's several sprinkled here and there. Dunk made the 8. Let's be honest, he made that 8.
Maybe.
I think he did. I think he left a little piece of Dunk in the Riverlands too. That's my favorite little tinfoil that I keep. Is that oh Lord, the Blackwood, the young Blackwood boy. Oh Jesus, why is my brain not working today? From Jamie's chapters where he was going through the Riverlands, picking up all of the hostages to go back to King's Landing. I'm thinking Hoster Blackwood. He's a strong. He's a Dunk. He's a chip off the old Dunk. The boy's almost 7 feet tall, all elbows and knees. He's gawky and awkward and stammers around women.
That sounds very Dunkish, although Dunk eventually became very, very
but the
strong.
boy's 13. Yeah, the boy's only 13.
Right.
And he's almost 7 feet tall. So, and Dunk spent a lot of time in the Blackwood area. So, that's just saying. There might be a cuckoo in the Blackwood's nest.
Maybe.
Penny Tree's not that far. So.
Yeah. As much as I love all nerd culture, questions when they pop up about A Song of Ice and Fire, I'm always just going to have there's more information there for me to go off of.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't wait for the village hero. Eventually, maybe one day, George finds some wood. That would be the story that would let us know, because that's when he's supposedly in the area. So we might see Betha Blackwood. That would be when Dunk would meet Betha. Yeah,
that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Bernie, somebody did say Colin Firth a little while ago.
Oh my God, she has her radar on. When anyone on the internet or YouTube says Colin Firth.
Or Matthew Good.
I was going to say. The only Darcy. That is exactly right, Bernie. That's what I said.
Yep, John, you're still in the minority here. You're still an island unto yourself.
Yeah, John mainly cares for Kira, so
I'm a freaking season 8 fan. Do you think I care about being in the minority?
Right?
Why are we even friends with John?
Well, okay. So you have that one friend that like he or she is the friend, but they're the friend that all the other friends keep around so that you have somebody to like direct your disdain towards.
Wow.
Wow.
No, it's not true. I love John.
No, John is fantastic.
Yeah, you say that, but I know that the gloves have come off now that I impersonated you.
It's okay. Here's the thing, John. You're actually pretty safe right now. Because
True.
I will get my revenge when you've forgotten about it.
Yeah, I know.
Stephen will not forget about this.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
It will be just like in How I Met Your Mother with this slap, you know, and
Yeah,
you
the
had like
slap
two waiting for that.
Yeah. When you least expect it, don't even expect it then. It'll be much later.
Yep.
I am like horrified now.
So whenever you two meet,
Yep.
Mhm.
The thing is, John's already agreed to have me over to his house. Can you believe it?
He's probably second guessing that decision right now.
I think I might have just gotten
my
myself
eyes open now.
right.
Oh my God, slapsgiving.
the gift that keeps giving.
I loved that show, by the way.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
it's awesome.
I started watching it because of Allison Hannigan, though.
Yeah, the band camp girl.
Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, Willow.
But like,
obviously.
yes,
Sorry.
she is the band camp girl as well. But like, she's
Yeah.
always going to be Willow to me.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're a Buffy man. I forgot that.
Who isn't?
Who?
I was never. It was good, but
It was great.
okay.
I just really enjoyed how it sort of had a sense of its own narrative. You know, a lot of, especially when you have like a sitcom, they don't have a sense of their own history necessarily. You know, the characters don't grow and change a whole lot throughout the course of the series, but these characters did, and yeah, I really appreciated that about How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
Like they could make a joke that you wouldn't get the punchline until 3 years later or something, you know?
yeah, it's true. They planned out stuff. Yeah, and it's a show I can still do because it's on rerun a lot of times, and I can still watch it. I just tune in and it makes me happy. I can watch it 10 years later and it will be the same, and that speaks for a good show.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
It also has the greatest on-screen relationship of any couple I've ever seen. The relationship between Marshall and Lily is pure magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bernie, I will fight you on that. And also, you are incorrect. I have seen The Crown, so I can vouch for how great that show is. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, look who's watching like hoity-toity stuff. The Crown.
John and Bernie, who are apparently
But
best
it
friends
seems
now.
like Bernie is watching everything. She's into
Bernie
all-
watches a lot.
Bernie
Yeah.
watches a lot of stuff.
She watches a lot of stuff.
Hey, Bernie,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Bernie, you want to jump on and say hi to the people? I know you maybe necessarily don't have access to a computer right this minute, but if you want to jump on, you're always welcome.
I just
she
don't.
watches all.
I'm guarded about what I talk about because I always assume you're going to disagree with me, Bernie.
John, sometimes that's the fun part.
I know.
Yes, we know you and Bernie are just like the odd couple. You know, you have
And it's out now. They
That's
are a
out.
couple.
Oh.
Ellen said it.
you know, you have you're so different people, but you agree on so much too. It's crazy.
No.
Oh,
But
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
God, now that's always going to be like nails on a chalkboard. Whenever I do it. That, in case you don't know what we're talking about, then Helen and Stephen called me out on going on the stream.
yeah. We all have our little things. I mess with my glasses. It looks like, I'm constantly adjusting my glasses on my face.
Yeah, pretty sure I'm always messing with my beard.
I always do stuff with
and of course the patented Stephen hair flip,
Yeah, the flip.
I
Oh my
have
god.
no
yeah.
idea what you're talking about.
Let's all do the hair flip.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
How come Stephen is
Maybe not all of us.
that was
how come Stephen is not in a weird 80s rock band? You know, these guys.
you don't know he's not.
I mean, I'm not right now, but
You don't know what he does on his random Tuesdays.
Oh.
I've seen the man do some karaoke though.
yeah, but that was not that great. I was singing country anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you in like Death Leopard or something like that.
No, I need something more progressive than that. No,
Yes.
like I'm not this guy. I'm this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not hair band, but like metal. Yeah.
Okay.
Pantera.
Metal.
See now, Stephen, when you come over, I'm gonna play Bohemian Rhapsody so you can start jamming out.
Bohemian Rhapsody is a fantastic song. Queen, I mean, real talk, I'm a metalhead, but Queen is my favorite band of all time.
I mean,
Is it?
Yeah.
It's Queen. It's Queen.
Yeah. I mean, other people can music as any art form is very subjective. So like, I'm not going to sit in here and tell you that Queen is the greatest band of all time. I think they are, I love them. I love the way they, over their 10 or 12 year history, they changed music a couple of times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I love Queen.
Favorite Queen song?
Yeah, Betsy's saying
There's only one correct one.
No. And if like Bohemian Rhapsody, okay, great. I'm going to tip my hat to Bohemian Rhapsody. And maybe it's just that because it's so big, I've heard it so much, but like, I love Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah. It makes me happy.
That is a pump up jam that just feels good to listen to.
Yeah.
Favorite Queen song? Under Pressure with David Bowie.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
another fantastic.
And
Rock
because
and
David Bowie is my favorite artist ever.
Okay, so there you go. Like he's
So yeah.
I'm actually going in a completely different direction.
To the surprise of no one.
yeah, like I'm actually wondering, John, is there a movie called Queen? Because that's probably where your favorite Queen song comes from. Am I right? The
No,
soundtrack of the movie Queen.
actually, it's a sentimental favorite, which, like most songs, has to do with where I heard it. And it's actually called Princes of the Universe. And that is because it was the theme song to the movie and television series Highlander, which I was a big fan of growing up.
Okay.
And I also love another song that was made famous by that series, which was Who Wants to Live Forever, which I love as well.
Yeah.
So atypical choices, but do you expect anything else?
That's cool. Bernie named her son David after David Bowie.
Oh,
And you're not wrong, Santivia. There is a Queen song for every mood.
Yes, absolutely. That's my go-to.
How did we get on Queen? I don't even know.
Because I
Strange.
mentioned Bohemian Rhapsody because you were doing the headbanging.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it
those
all
guys are
started with a
getting it,
hairstyle.
but like John, metal. Like
But see now I have options because I have my own channel.
right.
So the question is, do I need to be a slave to your bargaining?
Oh my heart is broken.
My God. Like, so this is what Caesar felt like.
It's
Wow.
No,
Me too, John.
but no, but no, seriously, just bring it on, and I'll listen to what you want. You keep saying it, but you don't send anything my way.
I haven't
Send him
watched Pretty
something
Dark
today.
Crystal yet, and I intend to hold up my end of the bargain.
Okay.
funny.
You said you were
Look who
going.
put in his big boy pants. Oh my
Put in
god.
his big boy. Oh my god. Oh,
Ah.
Alan Rickman.
But no, wait. I thought you said you were going to turn on the first episode yesterday, Stephen. What happened?
I may have said that I might get to it yesterday, which I did not get to it.
To the surprise of no one.
No one.
But see, now the countdown begins. Can you get to it before I do a stream about it on my own channel? And do you lose all power?
Look, I'm not in it for the power, okay? Actually, I don't know what you think power is. Power is the ability to influence people. That's what real power is. Ask Cersei and Littlefinger what real power is. The ability to influence people. And
I'm sorry, how much power
power
did
grows
we have
every
when
day.
the ceiling came crushing down on her head?
Soon I will harness.
That's season 8.
Never
That's
mind.
not canon.
I'll
That's
save
not
my-
canon. I repeat, that's not canon.
Oh, please. That is show canon.
I'll save my supervillain speech for another day.
And
You're
so
right on TV. The Beatles wouldn't exist without Chuck Berry. You're right. Like Chuck Berry almost single-handedly invented rock and roll with Johnny B. Good.
yes.
But the Beatles then came, and if not for the Beatles, no Queen, and if not for Queen, no. I can't even think of who came. Without Queen, there's no Nirvana.
No.
So that reminds me, there's a movie that I want to watch. My mom keeps telling me to watch it. It's called Yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that movie? I'm sure.
I'm
John-
aware of that movie.
I'm aware of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So the idea of the movie is that this guy who is sort of he's a working musician, but he like playing kids' birthday parties, and like he really is at the end and he's burnt out and what have you. And then he wakes up one morning and the entire world has forgotten that the Beatles ever existed. But he remembers all their music. So like it's just and I love the Beatles. Queen, the Beatles, Then probably Metallica after that. But yeah, that's a movie I could really get behind.
Cool. I'll check that one out. I was always more a Stones girl. I like the Beatles. Yeah,
Of course
okay,
you
but
were.
Rolling Stones. I love like that. That's for me the greatest band ever.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Who's got? Is that the Sausage King doing something in the background there?
No.
Nope. The
that's
Sausage
the-
King is taking a nap.
That's coming from outside here. Somebody's doing something outside. Sorry.
Somebody's doing something somewhere, and they're making racket. John, why don't you go channel that pent up rage you've been displaying today on that, and go tell them to be quiet.
Yeah, tell them it's the apocalypse. Stop working.
Yeah, I'm. But
Well,
see,
yeah.
if I go out there, I'm not practicing social distancing.
Just
See,
shout from 2 meters.
Yeah. Open the window and scream out the window.
Yeah,
You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
and then start coughing.
Offer them some orange juice.
Yeah, Helen doesn't get that because and nobody in the chat probably does either. But it's the running joke in our group chat about me and orange juice.
Because you think it's healthy?
That and because I drink it like all the time.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
You drink it like water.
Yeah,
he
pretty
drinks
much.
like orange juice.
It's basically my replace. I don't drink alcohol, so orange juice is like basically my alcohol. If I'm gonna get drunk, it's on
Ron
orange
gets high off the internet.
John's favorite drink is a virgin screwdriver.
That's so boring. I feel sorry for you.
Oh, but it's John,
Oh.
and John's from
Look,
Florida.
Real talk. I'm looking. Look, John's drinking fine. John's stoned. This is what I need in my life.
and it'll never happen.
Yeah, I know you say that, but like,
Oh,
when you've forgotten about how much you've been trolling me today, and I have a chance to slip you a brownie of some kind, yeah. Mhm.
Never do that.
No, I would never. I would never do such a thing. Real talk. I would never do such a thing to a person. But like, I would joke about doing it to a person several times.
he would make you suspect your orange juice.
Yeah,
like-
if the brownie comes with orange juice, you might have a chance, Stephen.
Right?
No, these things are not on an equal level. Okay, I pulled something online. You're talking about slipping me something that is not cool, Stephen.
Oh, so you hijacking his identity on his channel is not an invasion of gummy proportions or brownie proportions.
Oh my gosh. I'm turning red over here a little bit.
Steven's been invaded.
Kate said, just have a brownie. It will be fine.
Yeah.
Away
Oh,
from
man.
the mint. Just
See,
away from the mint.
See, I'm looking forward to at Ice and Fire Con, just sitting around watching all of you get high and totally lose it. That's going to be fun for me.
John, you've seen me high several times.
Yeah,
Several times.
real talk, John.
Yep.
That
How
explains
would
a
you
lot.
know the difference?
Apparently, I don't.
Well, here's like, I don't smoke a whole lot at any one time, but like, it's medicinal for me, so I stay on my meds.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't be upright
I like
anymore.
That sounds like I've had that very same weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good way. That's a good way. I need a nap.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need to change the subject now, though. John, I would never.
Never.
Yeah, I would never. That's a terrible thing to do to a person, which is what makes it so funny to joke about.
Right. Because the paranoia, it's what's funny.
Right? The gasping indignation. What? Yeah.
So yeah, Ice and Fire Con not happening next month.
Yeah, but then moving into October actually gives. I think you're going now. Yes, Nessie.
It's on my list. Yep. It's a much better chance of happening now.
Right.
Especially if we don't know what's coming in July. We that's
Right.
still
I mean, fingers crossed. It's still a long way off, but you're right. We don't know.
so.
I mean, God, I so want July still to happen, and not even for necessarily for the convention itself, because Steve, I'm so looking forward to you coming over here, and
Well, he may still.
because that's going to be, because we already have movie night planned, and we were talking yesterday about playing some video games and stuff. That'll be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that, and so I'm hopeful that July will still happen.
Me too, man.
If not, we'll still all fly into Orlando, and we're coming to your house, John.
Oh,
Get the parents ready, because we're bringing s'mores. We're going to camp out in your backyard. We're going to drink your orange juice.
I drink your milkshake.
That's not funny.
Watch Keira Knightley movies with you 24/7.
I think John's got
Tell your
Star Wars, like
names.
original 1974 Star Wars lined up, or 1977.
John,
What are you pushing?
do you have them on Laserdisc?
But Steven, we shouldn't discuss things that are potentially not.
Who? Well, you think Disney's going to come after me? Come at me, Disney. Come at me. I ain't afraid of no mouse.
But yeah, I sure as heck am not going to turn on the new what's it called, McClunky version of Star Wars.
That's just like, I can kind of understand everything he did, even when I'm like, get out of the way, I can't see the main characters. Like, I can at least understand the depth of world building. McClunky is just the stupidest addition to the whole thing. And
I started to feel like this with the last revision when he added Vader screaming no to Return of the Jedi, which by the way ruins like the emotional high point of the entire trilogy for me. But the McClunky thing, it's like George Lucas thinking, all right, what else can I do at this point to just screw with people? And that's how maddening it is. So now I'd go back to the original in whatever format I can find it. It might, we'll not discuss exactly all the all the variations that might take, but I do have a version that I'm happy with. So
right.
But
Let's see. We'll go to John's house and touch all his movies. And we don't wash our hands before.
Just
not cool, Nessie. Not cool.
which would be worse? Which would be worse, slipping you a roofie or touching your things?
Oh my God, you people.
That's a which would you rather?
Don't feel so great, buddy.
You have a death wish? I'm just wondering.
Just ask him, man. Ask him for a friend. Steven is brutal and vicious, and I'm very proud
What
of
are
him.
you talking about? I am a kind-hearted angel.
Of course.
100% of the time.
Yes. I totally believe that. And I know better. I know there's a devious streak to you, Steven. I know this. Because I've got the same one.
Right. Like, I'm legit. I am actually a very friendly, outgoing, nice person. Yes, I love verbal sparring. It's fun. But don't sit down at a table to play a game against me and not expect me to try to destroy you.
Real talk.
Gaming is where my like super competitive side comes out.
Steven can be very cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, Mom. You're right.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I'm
man.
tiny, but I can fight.
I believe you. So, any chance? You know what? I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about things that might not happen.
Yeah, let's not put that energy out there.
Yeah, let's not. So, but I am super hyped for Ice and Fire Con in October is going to be amazing. It's happening over the Halloween weekend. So anybody that wants to come, you've got much more time to make it happen, and it's going to be an incredible weekend of partying. And it's not a bunch of random people, if you will. How many people go to Con of Thrones? 4,000, 5,000, something like that. Whereas
Many thousands.
A few thousand at least. And I think Ice and Fire Con is capped at a few hundred.
Yeah.
But it's not full yet, and you could definitely get your ticket, and we're all going to be there, and we'll be. The people that go to Ice and Fire Con are pretty much like mostly content creators and other people that are super involved in the community at large. So yeah, come on, come hang out with us.
Join us.
Honestly, if it winds up happening that's the only con that happens this year, which, fingers crossed that won't be the case, but I'm going to be so hyped up by that point. It's going to be an amazing experience. And it's all the more great that more people are going to get to come now because of the delay. I'm so happy that you're going to be there, Nessie. That's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kate, I'm totally with you on that. As a matter of fact, there is a pretty good chance that if Con of Thrones does end up happening, that Thursday we might go to a Universal for a half day or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, we go to the Wizarding World would be a great getaway.
We have to go get our wands.
Yeah.
I'll go to the Millennium Falcon.
We get to do that too.
Well, that's at Disney, not Universal.
Yeah, I know.
She's going to be at Disney.
I mean, do your thing for sure, but there's already a large group in our group chat that wants to go do the Wizarding World. So I'm like, why not?
Yeah, but I would want to head back over to Disney because I'd want to check out the new Star Tours. Because the last time I was there was the very final weekend of the original Star Tours. And what was great about it was I actually got on the very last ride they did of that. Because it was a group of us who kept going on it again and again to try and sort of soak up that final experience because they were completely revamping it after that. So, and I'm trying to remember why I was even there, what the occasion was. I have no idea. I think it was something for school, maybe a senior year thing or something. But no, that had to be too long ago. I have no idea. Anyway, it was a blast.
But you live in Florida.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an airplane
ride
right away.
For you, man.
Yeah.
You can go without buying an airplane ticket.
This is true.
Yeah.
I even have to cross an ocean.
You don't even have to cross.
Wait a minute. Does Euro Disney not have a Star Wars land?
No, not yet. I think they're preparing stuff, but I don't think it's there yet. And when I go to Paris, I go to Paris, not to Disneyland.
Right. Not the House of Mouse. I got you.
Yeah, and the thing is, because why would I, like, Gina loves, she always goes to Disney, and then she sends us pictures. Oh, I'm in London. I'm in a Bavarian town, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
like in the
not really.
original. Thanks.
It's very weird. I mean, I love Vegas. I just love Vegas. I've been there many times. And, it's so weird. Like the concept, you go to Caesar's palace or you're in Venice and riding with gondolas through a hotel. It's weird.
It's a very American concept.
Yeah, but it's fun. I love it. It's cool.
I mean, you can't drag the Grand Canyon everywhere.
Nah, yeah. And that's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it in Europe before. So,
Just nobody cares anymore because we've moved on from the conversation. But I did just remember I was in Orlando for it was Star Wars Celebration. That was the year I went
cool.
to that, which was probably my first convention ever, and that was in like either 2010 or 2011.
Ooh, nice.
That was when Star Wars was mostly on. There wasn't anything big going on. I think it was they were getting ready to start season 3 of Clone Wars, and that was like the biggest thing going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to address Leaf's question. Any chance Con of Thrones being delayed to a time of year that's less horribly hot? Chance? Absolutely. Nobody can know what's going to happen yet. July is still a long way off, and maybe this whole thing is over before the end of April. Fingers crossed.
We're playing week by week, month by month.
I am friends with Sue, the lady that runs the con.
Yeah.
And for many, many reasons, they can't give us an update other than they're on top of it. They're watching things, but due to the nature of like how you cancel and the reasons you cancel, like until they are basically completely unable to do it because the government shuts it down and says, no gathering at this time, canceling could cause them to lose their deposits, which is probably tens of thousands of dollars at this point that they would just lose. So and we unfortunately can't have any update.
Yeah, and that would jeopardize future cons and future events.
Right.
But
there is a possibility. There is, but we don't know when, where, or what yet. I also wanted to address Mustafa's question. Is there a movie that you watched many times and never bored of it? Yes. For me, that is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I saw that movie in Chinese in the movie theater 4 times, and it sparked a renewed love for wushu films in me because it is fantasy. It's the fantasy story is a different culture. Instead of dragons and wizards, you've got swordsmen that can run across the water. It's very, very cool. Yeah. I love that movie.
Some great filmography in that.
Yeah, for me, it's Amadeus, which I saw in 9th grade, and it is the movie that basically made me fall in love with classical music. And I've seen that so many times, and I annoyed my friends to death with making them watch it back when I was younger, and none of them wanted to sit down and watch a movie about Mozart. And I guarantee you they didn't enjoy it as much as me, but damn it, they were forced to sit through it. But yeah, I've seen that movie over and over, and I love it just as much each time.
Yeah. I saw it the theater production of it in high school. So yeah, it was great. I just loved that. The whole dynamic between Mozart and Salieri was just awesome. It turned me on a little bit just to like, hey, Mozart's a pretty cool dude. So the one I go back to, I mean, I can watch it whenever it's on. I can pick up at any point in the movie. I'm one of those people where I like to see a movie from the beginning. I'm generally just like, I hate coming to anything in the middle, whether it's a series, a movie, anything. But I can pick up on Pulp Fiction at any time in the movie, and I'll just go from there.
Look what's there in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it?
Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I also think that's hilarious, Aaron. That he's like,
So pure. Oh.
Yep.
But did they rock you, Amadeus? That's what I want to know.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. I'm sorry. Simpsons reference, y'all.
Of course, you
It
guys
was
all know.
fun.
You guys all know I have my.
Of course, you have the
Special
physical media.
Big surprise.
So mine is Clueless. I love
Okay.
Clueless.
I would never have
That's a
guessed.
great movie, though.
It is an amazing movie. I love it. Like, seriously, it's so good.
Yeah, duh.
What? Like it's hard?
No, that's
Oh no, that's Legally Blonde, isn't it?
Legally Blonde. Another
Yeah.
awesome movie.
Yeah.
That's Mary's favorite movie.
Yeah, I get Clueless, Legally Blonde, and Mean Girls mixed up together sometimes, but I think they're all great. It's just been so long since I've seen them. I have trouble
Mhm.
picking them out.
And I mean, obviously, like, if you speak, I mean, I love all the Indiana Jones movies. They're like always on Christmas. They show them here. I can watch them, like, I don't know, 15 times a year. And same,
Yeah.
obviously, with Star Wars and the Lord of the Rings. So these three, I've seen them so many times. But
Yeah, I didn't
especially-
bother. I didn't bother mentioning Lord of the Rings because I think everybody kind of gets it.
It's kind of a
Yeah,
given.
that's why I didn't actually default to like
Yeah,
Empire Strikes Back.
My parents will just tell you how sick and tired they are of Lord of the Rings, because, especially when the films, during those first few years when the films were out, I just watched them nonstop over and over and over.
But with these kind of films, even Indiana Jones, and when I'm like scrolling through Netflix or something, and people always suggest stuff, and then I'm like, oh no, I think I watch, I don't know, like Empire or something like that.
Right.
And I really do that. I don't watch the new thing, and I rather watch the other thing for 1,000 times.
Yeah, I do that too. Like, there's always, you need to watch this, you need to watch this, you need to watch this. Yeah, but I could do that, or I could watch Avatar: The Last Airbender or Community or something like that, And I do have these shows that I just keep going back to because they're so good.
Yeah. Speaking of Avatar, I did just recently rewatch not the Airbender, the film Avatar, and I was like amazed at how well, even after almost 10 years at it, it was just held up, and it was just great. I was blown away one more time. I'd only watched it maybe once or twice when it was first out. Never thought about it again. But just so happened because we've got Disney Plus now. Hey, it's on Disney. So, I pulled it out and said, let's watch this. Husband had not seen the Blue Monkey People movie. So we pulled it up. And it was just so good. So,
yeah. And what's like a guilty pleasure movie for you? Like, I mean, I recently said I outed myself that I really love that shitty He-Man movie from Dolph Lundgren from, what was that? Something
like
80s.
1984 or 5 or something.
It's so good. Or even Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Love that one.
Any of the old sword and slash movies. Those are so good.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad, but so good.
Yeah.
That's the one. Dolph Lundgren in a pair of leather underwear.
I grew up loving it.
Yeah, same.
Without any consciousness of thinking that I should probably consider it a guilty pleasure. But honestly, I don't, because at this point nostalgia takes over, and I just love watching.
Yeah, same. And the thing is, I had this He-Man castle. I had all these figures, and not the He-Man castle, the Skeletor castle, the skull thingy. and obviously I had the baddie. And and I was like, when I watched the movie, this is so different, this is so weird, but I still love it. But it has nothing to do with the original He-Man. But yeah.
Sandry, don't think you're getting away unnoticed here. It's not happening. She said she could watch The Expanse, but she'd rather watch The Office for the 1,999,992,312 time. But yes, we are all shaming you. Watch The Expanse, gosh darn it.
I've never watched The Office.
I haven't either. Although it's one of those that's like definitely on the list, but like, do I want to watch The Office or do I want to watch Community again?
You'll be watching Community again.
I've been watching Community. I'm on season 4 right now.
I actually come in to tell you I'm going to go in and take a fat nap.
Okay.
Sandry, numbers are my thing. Numbers are my thing. Worked with numbers my whole life. Engineering guy.
Now, my guilty pleasure is actually Steven Spielberg's Hook.
Oh, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure.
Probably, and I probably only even considered it guilty pleasure because it's, you
could name any Keira Knightley movie as your guilty pleasure, and
No.
you choose to say Hook.
No, see, there's no guilt there for him.
Yeah, I know.
Those are not guilty pleasures. Those are just pleasures.
But mostly, see, I would mostly list guilty pleasures because other people kind of look down on, certain movies. But like, you're right, Hook. I mean, I enjoy that on a pure level. I saw it in theaters and just loved it. So maybe it's not a guilty pleasure. I don't have that many things that I would consider guilty pleasures because I don't really feel self-conscious about loving anything. I don't know. So I don't know what I would honestly. Okay, you want me to pick a guilty pleasure Keira Knightley movie? I'll do it. It's the 2004 action movie King Arthur because it's not a very good movie.
I was wondering.
It's actually not a very good movie, but yeah, it's got the historical epic action angle and Keira's in it, and so yeah, that's one that I've watched, even though I don't think it's particularly very good, but yeah, so there you go.
Yeah. So my guilty pleasure is just about any stupid Will Ferrell comedy that you can pull up, like Talladega Nights.
I think I have the same thing going on with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Adam Sandler. I could watch Big Daddy. It's so stupid. It's so stupid and mind-numbing, and sometimes you just want to unplug and not think and just watch a stupid fart joke and enjoy it.
Are you implying that the Will Ferrell's movies are guilty pleasures?
Some of them, absolutely.
Some of them are. Yeah.
I went to go see Anchorman with my entire news crew back when I worked at the local Fox news station, and I'm pretty sure we all thought it was an Academy Award caliber performance of what a news anchor actually is. Because he pretty much nailed it.
I love that movie, though. Yeah. Like, that movie has the single greatest sex scene of any movie of all time.
Oh my God.
Sliding down a rainbow. Like, it's so good. It's so good. They were like riding unicorns and like the metaphor there is so great.
But I don't know. The Big Lebowski sex scene was gutterball. was kind of a little out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could watch the Lebowski a few times.
Oh my God, it's so good. That scene when they took to that school kid. Oh God,
right,
that's Larry. That's so good. I love it.
That's my favorite Coen Brothers film, The Big Lebowski.
Yeah,
it's just fantastic.
Or like talking about these kind of films, I just love Superbad. I can watch Superbad like I don't know 10 times a year.
I could watch it right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Super
you know what
bad.
movie I love a lot? Maybe it's a guilty pleasure, maybe not, but Scott Pilgrim versus the World. God, that movie is incredible.
I don't think I've seen that.
No. Okay. Well, it's very weird, very trippy. It's based on a graphic novel, but the style of the graphic novel made it feel like you were looking into a comic book. And it's so good. I love that movie. It's very ridiculous and over the top, but man, it's brilliant and funny and yeah. Do yourself a favor. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Sorry, I'm just
Is it
looking
like
at
Tenacious
ridiculous
D?
comment and just
Ed's comment.
Yeah.
But that scene is just so good.
Yeah,
no, and speaking of John Goodman in that movie, I think I am constantly telling my parents, "You're out of your element," which is a line of his from the movie, and they hate it when I say that.
Oh, I love that we have this up now. Like I just see half of my face and then the comments.
This is what happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lebowski in a minute, but I've probably seen it about a dozen times. I do really, really love that movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
Because the older I get, the more I become the dude.
or
You know what?
aspire to be. Yes.
know that I was describing you to my folks, Stephen, and I actually said he's kind of like the dude.
You were not the first person to describe me in this way.
I love that. I'll use that from now on.
But I mean, John Turturro as Jesus. Oh my God, this guy, that character, every character.
There'll be a spin-off. Do you know that? There'll be a spin-off. Yeah.
He's supposed to get his own movie.
Yeah.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
It's actually out. I think it's on video on demand.
Who is what character?
The John Turturro character.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus, Jesus.
He pronounces his name Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus Quintana. And my God, where he's licking the bowling ball.
He licks the bowling ball. That's like one of the most like weirdo, but I love it.
Oh my God, I love him with his little purple little bowling outfit on. Oh man. Yeah. So if it's on demand, I've got to find that movie because I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff right there.
Oh yeah. Nobody messes with the Jesus.
Nobody messed with the Jesus.
Oh man, there's so many good movies.
Oh, where'd you go, Stephen?
Yeah, just adjusting things.
He had to do a thing with a
Had to
thing.
do a thing. Had to see Man About a Horse. Guys, we're down to about 25 minutes left. Robert over on In Deep Geek is going to start his stream at his normal time, and I'm not trying to cover him up. So if you're looking for a stream after this one, might I recommend In Deep Geek?
And tell him Steven sent you.
Or don't. It doesn't matter.
It would be nice. Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want, but Robert is a top-notch guy, and you should go support him. And he's talking about, oh gosh,
It's Arya Stark today.
I was going to say I thought it was something to do with Arya.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Steven wants to watch In Deep Geek. You're upset. Gotcha.
I might be in the chat. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of chatting, but I probably will be listening in.
We'll be lurking.
Yeah, lurking.
Lurking. So.
But yeah, he's doing something about something to do. Yeah, everybody's telling me it's the topic today is Arya. I'm not sure if he's got something more specific than just Arya, but you don't need anything more specific. She's a fascinating character, and should be a good one. But that's going to start in about 20 minutes, so we're going to be done here slightly before that. So that being said, we're still here. You're still here. If anybody has any idea of something that you want to make sure we talk about,
Yeah,
now's a great time to bring it up. I see Sandry put the
Sandra dropped
the Flores says Arya is the best Stark. Fight me. So like Flores, I would love to have you on the channel and have this conversation because I actually think Sansa is the best Stark.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know it's not the most popular opinion in the world, but Arya's an amazing character, second best Stark. But to me, Sansa is number one.
I was never into the Starks. Find them boring.
Yeah, I know. But they're my.
I'm a Lannister.
They're my blood relatives. So
I know.
sticking with my boy Ned.
Ned's great. Arya's great. Sansa's great.
There's some great historical Starks too. They're not all boring and vanilla, you know.
Damn, Stephen is the worst Stark.
That's cold.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting some hate for my Sansa love, and that's all right. It's I'm used to it.
Somebody else. Flores is a Lannister as well.
I find Bran's chapters like fascinating to read. That's where George does his best fantasy and horror work is in Bran's chapter.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Bran 3, A Storm of Swords, where he's at the night fort. Please. Oh man, I could read that all day. I can read it and read something new into it every time.
Yep. It's just so good.
Unless you're throwing a lot of your shade in the chat as opposed to saying it to our faces, and I that's the way you want to go. Fine.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I can take it.
So who's John? Okay, we agree Stephen is a Stark. Who John is from the Reach or somewhere? Riverlands? Riverlands.
No.
You're Riverlands.
John's a smuggler.
No, I'm a Stark through and through.
I was going to give you a little Davos love.
I'm not sure if you can make it in the North. You're a Southerner.
Hey, I'm from Texas. But like I am Stephen Stark of the Southron Starks.
Yeah.
My home is the northern part of Texas.
You're you're the one who got lost on the way north.
Right.
I'm straight up House Reed, Nessie from the neck, okay? We defend the North. We are the gatekeepers to the North, okay? We got your back, Jack.
Two Starks and a Reed. What you got, Helen?
Well, hear me roar, bitch.
Come get you some.
It's one lion against two wolves and a lizard lion. So kind of like our chances.
At least you're not water people. They are the worst.
A little swampy.
Yeah, I see some love for the Danes. Florent. Oh, well, yeah, okay. That makes sense from Flores. Erin says she feels like she's a Fossaway. Violent Messiah really likes the Baratheons.
Senri knows lion people don't fuck with water people.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because I call them. That was like years ago. I didn't remember the names, and I always said sand people, water people, wolf people. So That's why the people is there.
I just realized that I'm not being very convincing in saying that I'm a Stark through and through while I'm wearing a freaking Targaryen shirt.
Actually,
I think there's a
that is a.
somewhere.
Is that not a black? Hold on. That's a Blackfire shirt. Not
That's a
Targaryen
Blackfire shirt. It's a black dragon.
Yeah,
I
but
know it says Fire and Blood Targaryen, but a black dragon on a red background is a.
oh my God, it's just a shirt made by freaking promotional people, Steven. Ease up. It's a Targaryen shirt.
Hey, I have some love for the Blackfires, man.
Okay. It's been
Sandra.
decided.
All right, I'm not going to argue with the expert.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I
Did all
can't
the
believe
air
that
went
worked.
away?
It's a very nice Blackfire shirt you have there.
It's a very nice shirt, John.
Ish.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, you've got one supporter. You've got one supporter. Aaron is on your side.
Thank you.
How do you block people again? Okay, y'all. I'm running out of ideas of what to talk about. We're just descending into this part where we're talking shit to each other. So.
Sandra,
This is what the people want. Give them what they want.
Sandra, it is a Target shirt, but I'm just waiting. You know, as soon as I get your shirts, that's all I'll wear. So don't worry.
Oh yeah, Sandry's got some really nice shirts coming in the works.
A couple really good ones on the way.
Eyes open. Sandry, drop your thing in the chat so that people can.
Are they both public now? I know one of them is. I know one of them is public. I'm not sure about the other one, and I don't want to say anything if it's not public yet.
Sandry, I'm just going to ask, can I get a special Greyjoy shirt that instead of a kraken, it has a pig's face on it that says "We do not sow"? Can I get that?
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, I've got my thing for pigs. You know this. You know, any mutated pig, that's my jam.
Yeah,
Pig and corn. You know, Cthulhu swine Nulu. How does it work? I don't know. Pig Thulu. That's it. Can I have a pig Thulu shirt?
Pork Thulu.
Pork Thulu. Yes. Oh, thanks, Sandry.
Yeah, and now I guess you're posting links. Sandry's posting links for her shirts. One is Targaryen and one is Greyjoy.
Greyjoy. And they
both are very cool. Again, she says they're not out yet, but they will be soon. So yeah, support artists. Support longtime friend of the show, Sanrixian, and go get them shirts.
Yes, come get you some.
And if you hate, I see Mustafa says I hate Targaryens. Okay, get you a Greyjoy shirt. She's got other ones too. She's got Stannis. She got the Stark.
Oh, she's got a beautiful Stannis shirt.
Yeah.
Only subjects and enemies, and
yeah.
I mean, what more can you say? Beautiful.
But
shirt.
yeah, go check it out.
So this is going to be known as the stream where we just kind of lost it, right?
Everything pretty well went off the rails exactly like I planned.
Yes. It's chaos, and
it's the apocalypse. What do you expect? There are no Swiss people here to organize us. And it's a quarantine stream, so
we need some of that Swiss neutrality up in here, huh?
And to organize us.
Switzerland, where are you?
I know where Switzerland is.
Yeah,
it ain't nowhere near here.
It's there.
It's kind of like between other bigger countries.
Right. It's like in the middle.
The Riverlands. Good people.
How many rivers are there actually in Switzerland? Because it's not Riverlands. That's the Vale if ever there was the Vale. Am I right?
I was going to say it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, it's the Vale, right. I don't even know if there are that many rivers.
Oh.
All right. Good question, Aaron. Choose your non-gun weapon in a fight to the death.
I'll be right back.
Flaming nunchucks.
Flamethrower.
Blowgun.
That's kind of a gun. What do you got, John?
He's gone.
Oh, wait.
Did you get your weapon of choice, John?
I did.
Oh.
Hold on. Let's get a good look here. Oh, yep. That'll kill a person. Pretty good. I like.
I told you guys I was a Highlander fan. This is the sword.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Nice.
I've had it for years and years.
At least you can pull a Michonne in when the Walking Dead are outside of your house.
See a couple other good good choices here. Wildfire, a chainsaw. Santavia is going to get a RPG, which is maybe a little bit of overkill, but I'm still coming with the flaming nunchucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to come at you from the bushes with the
Blowgun.
Blowgun. Little dart gun.
I think
Dip it in
yours
some
was the
frog
best,
juice.
though, Helen. I think the flamethrower wins.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue with fire. So,
Good. Helen has to have dinner now. It's
Okay.
late.
Helen, well, if you got to go, you got to go. Thanks for coming. We're going to be done with the stream in less than 10 minutes anyway, so. Oh
my God,
What
Beth,
is
you
right?
have missed a shit show.
yeah,
Oh,
Beth,
yeah.
Just go back to the beginning and watch, because this went gloriously off the rails.
it was beautiful.
But there was never a plan. I didn't get a memo, at least. Maybe you forgot me. So
No, there's never, no, not on these. These streams are pure chaos. This is just us hanging out and,
yeah, it's what people need right now and what we needed. So it's all
Yeah.
good.
We've just had a good time being ridiculous and
Making fun of John.
and being made fun of by John.
Yeah, I think Violent Messiah's got the correct answer.
Yeah, I think that's not far off. So, y'all, hey, what do you say we let you go now so that each of us has a chance to maybe run to the restroom before Robert's stream starts here in 10 minutes. So
Bye-bye.
if you want to head on over there. Hey, Helen, if you've got to go, you've got to go. I do want to do like my closing stuff, but if you got to go, you got to go. We look forward to seeing that new video on your channel tomorrow.
Yes.
Good night.
Bye, Alan.
Okay, so yeah, just to close out though, not tomorrow, Sunday, Picard finished. The last episode of Picard came out today. I've already watched it. They're probably going to watch it soon. It was very good. I enjoyed the whole series, and we'll be looking back at ostensibly at the second half of the series, but I'm sure it'll be like a season-long review thing. But the week after that is a deep dive into Amos.
Yes.
And we don't really have anything lined up for the week after that yet. So feel free to hit me with ideas. Y'all know how to find me. I'm on Twitter. So me, Nessie, John, hit any of us on Twitter. You can probably get a hold of me through Facebook, but I'm terrible at checking my Facebook. But yeah, if you've got something you want us to talk about, let us know, and we'll
Leave something in the comments.
Yeah, and in the next couple days, I'll probably decide on what film I'm going to tackle on my next stream, and so I can let you guys know about that. And again, I had just so much fun yesterday, so I'm looking forward to that next one. It's going to be great.
Right on. So, yeah, I guess that's it for us for today. Thanks for coming and sharing the shenanigans with us. And if I'm not busy still next week, maybe we'll do this a couple more times next week. It's at least kept the boredom at bay a little bit.
Yep.
Definitely.
Just doing our little bit of the part.
Yep. So I guess until then, all I can say is peace and be excellent to each other. When we'll see you in the next one, y'all. Bye.